think the domestic fundamentals are going to drive the Bank of Korea. Yes, it will be concerned about the currency, but at the end of the day, why would you be concerned about the currency? One would be because depreciation feeds through to domestic prices, import prices, domestic prices, and hence your kind of inflation target. But inflation in Korea is relatively low now, and it's relatively under control. I think the bank governor in his New Year's speech described as having already combated inflation. He sort of talked about it in the past tense, which was quite telling. So it will really be about growth, it'll be about inflation, and it'll be about household debt and balancing about not cutting too quickly and reigniting some of these hot pockets of the property market, which has led to a ramp up in household debt.
Alex, can I just ask you very, very quickly? I mean, Trump administration is around the corner. What is the feeling on the ground in Korea in terms of risks of trade tariffs upsetting the apple cart in terms of, Korea's strong position as a tech exporter?
Yeah, so I mean, that in the last administration under Donald Trump really wasn't a big fan of South Korea. He thought that South Korea were freeloading in terms of kind of the military and security agreements that they had with the US, and didn't really manage to forge a good relationship with South Korea's president at the time. And that's kind of in stark contrast to what happened with Abe in Japan, where he did manage to forge a good relationship. So as with the last administration, we think a lot of the actual eventual impact of Trump will be down to the diplomacy between him and nation states. And the political turmoil at the moment means that South Korea isn't able to kind of nurture those relationships. It's got other things on its mind. So it is kind of open and less resilient to these trade tensions.
What kind of messaging do you expect from the governor today, and what kind of pace of easing do you see in 2025? Because it's quite interesting that they're holding today when they were already fighting off this question marks over maybe potentially the BOK was late to the game in rate cutting cycle.
Yeah, I think the governor it'll be a very much a dovish hold. But I think they don't want to give the impression that it's panic mode, especially with what's going on in the political sphere at the moment. They want to show that they're in control and that they take things steadily, and that they'll observe for financial risks if they arise. So the cutting cycle is likely to be gradual, we think. We don't think there's kind of going to be a need for urgent cutting cycle, although growth is kind of really struggling for momentum at the moment.